Well, I'm on the farm here today and been kind of busy this afternoon. It's cold and rainy, so I've been kind of keeping myself under the barn here, and got the Farmall 350 pulled in into the drive. Had it out in the rain. I've had my John Deere out in the rain, so need to get those put away. But what I wanted to talk about here is just a kind of another installment, if you will, on my starting a hay farm, and really any farm for that matter. And there's much talk about debt-free. Should you borrow money? Should you make payments? And you know, that kind of thing. And what I want to talk about today is being debt-free but making payments. So when you get your hay farm going, or any farm for that matter, there's you know, if you're starting from scratch, there's a lot of expense that goes into building up a farm. And so naturally you're gonna incur a lot of loss during your startup. You got to build up your farm, you got to buy your equipment, build your shed, whatever it is you need to do to get your farm going. And that can be relatively speaking, for a small farmer, a staggering amount. And so this video is not about whether or not you should take out a loan or not take out a loan, or you know, be a debt-free farm, pay cash for everything and all that kind of thing. We're not really going to debate that. My view is sometimes it's advantageous to take out a loan. Sometimes you just don't need to be working with a tractor that's 60 years old and you need something newer, and it might require a loan. But you know, you're taking a long view of your farming, and with the intent of making money. And so if you happen to take out a loan, it should really be super manageable in my view, and not put you in a spot where you'd lose your shirt if everything went wrong. And but the question is, and the kind of the subject of this video is, how can you be debt free and yet make payments? Well, the way that works is, and this is really for a farm that's capitalized, and you're really capitalized. You've got the equipment you need. Maybe there's a few things you want, but you know, you kind of got the essentials in order to make a go of it as a profitable business. And that's kind of where we're at. You know, we've got our tractors, and we got our square baler and round baler, and we got our hay cutters and rakes, tedder, that kind of thing, our wagons. But the expense of a farm doesn't stop there. So there's always things to purchase for your farm that are not necessarily a lot of money. And so you can kind of see we moved out some hay here, and every time I get a chunk of money for haying, and you can just kind of fill in the blank how much that is, you know, I look at it and I say, well, I want to peel off a certain percentage for my hard work, and then I want to peel off a certain percentage for to reinvest in the farm. So when you get that chunk of hay money, you might say, you know, I got $100 and I want to replace this decrepit old tire, and I can buy one for $90. So you spend $90 and you're still in the black by $10. You have more revenue come in, and you say, well, you know, I got this sprayer, but I need to put some new nozzles on here, or maybe I need to replace that hydraulic pump, or maybe I want to put a foam marker or do something like that that's not terribly expensive. And so even though everything's paid off and you're debt free, you're taking your farm income as it comes, and maybe you're peeling off some percentage for your own pay, because obviously we don't want to, this shouldn't be a break-even deal. We should make money to live on to some extent with our farming, and maybe 100%, but reinvest money back in chunks, just like a payment. So instead of seeing this old sprayer as an example and saying, oh, this thing is a piece of junk, I'm going to go out and spend, you know, $10,000 or $15,000 or more on a new 500-gallon sprayer, you know, that might not pencil out so good. So you can have the sprayer, make a payment, if you will, and for several $100s, maybe pick up a new pump, maybe pick up some new hose or something like that. So as the money comes in, you just kind of incrementally spend it in an orderly way, so that you're not having to take out a loan. You don't need some kind of goofy revolving credit to make your revolving credit with a high interest rate to make your farm profitable. So maybe a little bigger example of a farm payment is a tractor, like this Farmall 350 right here. And you know, this is, a lot of people would probably not consider one of these, but relatively speaking, it's low cost. It's a gas. It starts great in the winter. It's got the fast hitch on there. Even if it just had a drawbar, it's a great tractor to run around and pull wagons, pull that old round baler out of here. And of course, I baled with my John Deere on it. You've seen a video on that if you've been with the channel. And so it can be something small, like a hay spear that I've got right outside the door here. It can be something a little bigger, like this Farmall, or maybe this 335 John Deere round baler. But the point is, you can be debt free and you can still make payments. The thing of it is, once you've made the payment on the Farmall 350, or maybe some lumber you need for a hay wagon out there somewhere, once the money's spent, it's bought and paid for, and you remain debt free. So kind of a play on words. It is possible to be debt free and yet make payments on your farm, and these kind of payments are a good thing, because you're building assets and tools that you can use to take your farm to even bigger things. So hope you enjoyed the video. Again, debt free yet making payments. I gotta get the John Deere in here, so I need to go, and I'll catch up with you on the next video. Subscribe, likes, share, and we'll see you later.